बॉडी को जानने की पॉइंट्स है, जानते भी होना नहीं चाहिए, करना नहीं चाहिए, ये जानते हुए भी पॉइंट स्वरूप बनना और जो कुछ व्यर्थ दिखा सुना और हुआ अपने से, उसको फुल स्टॉप की पॉइंट लगाना नहीं है। तो पॉइंट्स स्वरूप तो है, लेकिन पॉइंट स्वरूप बनने के लिए क्या विशेष आवश्यकता है? अपने ऊपर रहम और औरों के ऊपर रहम। भक्ति मार्ग में भी सच्चे भगत देखे होंगे, वह आप भी सच्चे भगत भी बने हो। तो आत्मा में रिकॉर्ड भरा हुआ है, तो सोचो उसको। तो सच्चे भगत सदा रहम दिल होते, इसलिए वो पाप कर्म से डरते हैं। पाप से डरते हैं, पाप से नहीं डरते, पाप से। इसलिए कहीं पाप कर्म से बचे हुए रहते हैं। समझा ना सभी ने? समझा?
Om Shanti. Avyakt signals. Imbibe the virtues of sweetness and humility. Renounce the short-lived temporary respect and be stable in your self-respect. Be humble and continue to give everyone respect. To give respect means to bring zeal and enthusiasm in that soul and make him or her move forward. This zeal and enthusiasm for all time means this treasure of happiness, and your cooperation makes you a charitable soul for all time. Om Shanti. Welcome to Avyakti Parivar. Today's day 26. Manmanabhav. The first step of courage. Now we will listen to Mohini Didi.
Om Shanti, everyone. Is everyone well? Okay? Yes, lot of homework, right? We listen to Murli every morning. Then we know that we have awake Murli point. Then we have blessing for the day. Then we have homework which we get in Avyakti Parivar. It's better to get lot, no? So at least we can do some, right? So Baba said that everyone has lot of knowledge, everyone. Listening, reading, sharing. But what we have to do? To become a point or to use a point. And that using point is full stop. I think that most of you drive, right? So if you have to stop, you have to stop, right? Even if you are a little bit, you couldn't stop where you should. You can't get license, right? Because there is possibility of accident. So I think you all must be experimenting, and you can give marks to yourself by seeing how quickly I can use full stop and how quickly I can just become a point of knowledge, point of love, just a point. And that is kind of deep concentration, right? Of course, there are many supporting points so that we can do that. It's also kind of practice. It's just you need to know how to do it, right? But also practice. That, like if we are so economical with money, right? Don't just give away. And I say to everyone that our thoughts is more important currency, right? Than only even money. So why I'm going to think about others, right? I don't want to use my thoughts unnecessarily. So when we start really seeing the drama, of course, Baba is almighty, but drama is also very powerful. And also if we believe that karmas are very powerful. Some things we see shouldn't be happening, let's say. So we try our best, but then what we do? Internally, we know that one day drama makes everything settle. Whatever good we do, or sometimes whatever negative or wasteful is there, drama brings that calculation properly every step. Even Baba doesn't need to do anything in the sense of give reward or give punishment, no. There is some natural mechanism within the universe that whatever we do, it comes back to us, whatever. That is why I remember that the way we were taught, whenever you get the opportunity to do good, little or big, do it. Why that opportunity is coming so that you can accumulate, and at the right time, you can take help of that reward which you get from there. Anywhere, little or big, sometimes these are like small things, you could help anyone. That is why, like when Baba said, at present, you have to be merciful. Baba has such positive ways that instead of, scolding or punishing, increase the self-respect of that person. And that point is that when you help that person to recognize the specialities of the self-respect, then soul will have not only enthusiasm, but transformation can also happen. So Baba is giving us so many tools, so many methods where we can help the souls instead of having wasteful thoughts or why this one is doing this. It's a lot of thoughts can really go there. So that is why when Baba says, put full stop, whether in thinking, sometimes in speaking too. We keep saying things, but we don't use any full stop. So what happens? Other person doesn't really connect, right? If I am saying something and other person is not able to understand, so it's going waste, right? That is why I like that think and then say, think or then do. It gives a lot of good feelings also of, that you have some, through knowledge, you are able to control or you are able to discipline your thoughts. And after some time, the habit of the mind changes. We look at external habits, but really main habits are how you think, because that's where the seed of every action is, how you think. Because I remember that when we came in knowledge, many of us, we were, even in Delhi, we were 22 Kumaris, very young ones. And our in charge was Didi Manmohini. And she was so much disciplined person. But we realized that it will be useful for us. For everything she taught us, how to see, how to sit, how to talk, what to say, which words. And because in Lokik way we use certain words which are not very respectful. So she used to say, it's not in our dictionary. So I found that dictionary of word became very small because you cannot say many things amongst Brahmins. You have to be respectful, you have to be loveful. Even like this is a common word. Oh, this one is crazy, right? And suppose if that person becomes crazy, who will suffer? Everyone. No? So how all the time generating this very pure, loveful and merciful attitude, drishti, words. So becoming point and using point is really why we have all this knowledge. And as Baba said, you all have a lot of knowledge, you don't need more. And then of course, as our homework was, internally, do I have world of happiness? How many of you remain happy all the time? Can I see hands sitting here or in a Vyakti Parivar? Happy? No, because I said all the time, right? What about if I remove the word all the time and say, are you happy now? Right? More hands will be there because everyone is happy. That's okay. If you are happy now, take it as a gift. Keep that gift with you. And from now onwards, you will remind yourself that internally I have this world of happiness. I always remind myself that when we belong to God, this birth, if I am not happy, then when? And if God cannot make me happy, who else? Many times I look at person that why this person can't be happy. Then I say, but look, you are God's child now. You have awareness of being God's child. So you have to be happy. We say Baba, God is fortune maker. So if I had got chance to create my fortune and let Baba help me to create fortune, then why can't I do it? Why I shouldn't? So I remember when children like these will be in front of Brahma Baba, Baba will give loveful drishti, but Baba will say that's what it is in their fortune. But when fortune maker is with me, one time very good discussion was that, so sometimes we think this one has a very good intellect and other one has a good heart, right? So there were two sisters, they were asking me, who is better? When I said, if you have both, will be very good heart and good intellect. But if not, if you have good heart and you keep serving, be nice with people, have good relationship, be respectful, your intellect will work, you will see, you will be better. But if there is one with good intellect, but not good in temperament and mood and all the time indifferent, and it did happen after a few years. I have both the persons in front of me. Both succeeded in their own way, but definitely because both had to adopt, right, a good heart. So happiness comes from where? In receiving or giving? I receiving or giving? Both. And it's true because when you receive, we just received a beautiful gift in front of us. Yes, we felt happy, right? But also when we give, we feel happy. But giving gives like good feelings, very good feelings also. But now we know we are receiving from Baba. Anyone who brings for us is because of looking at us as Baba's child, one family. We have Baba's big yagya here. If anyone, whatever food comes, whatever comes, flowers, fruits, is for whom? For Baba, right? So it's coming from Baba, receiving from Baba. And then we also know internally we have to use it for Baba's service. Nothing is personal, right? So it's a very unique way at confluence age, happiness of what I receive. I receive love, I respect, and whatever I receive is from Baba. So Baba said even mercy, it could be through a guru or an instrument or a deity or any person, but remember it's coming from Baba. I really kind of realized, and I always had this thought, that Baba will use each one of us as instrument to give. But what I have to remember is Baba. Even when someone speaks to me about any difficulty or problem, I keep Baba in between. Baba says, you are listening. I say, Baba, you listening? Because you are the one who has to settle karmic account of a soul or remover of sorrow. I never think I can do anything, but I definitely want to help. I went to help. You know, if someone had a lot of emotional pain yesterday, was very, very bad. And it was affecting her health, it was affecting her concentration. So I heard whatever it is, and then I say, well, sit with Baba and let's see what Baba has to do. So internally we know, but we can be instrument definitely to help that soul, either to understand or connecting with Baba, reminding about karma philosophy, whatever way. So receiving and then also giving, both brings happiness for us, because ours, like this morning's Murli, that it's not worldly. Our relationships are spiritual relationships, right? We all look at each other as a soul, one family, so there is no sorrow. But when it's physical, then my mother should do this, my sister should do this, my brother, lot of expectations. And then they're not fulfilled or doesn't happen, then there's a lot of sorrow. But now we don't take sorrow, right? Don't take sorrow. Don't say this one giving me sorrow, this is causing me sorrow. But it's up to you, no? Don't take it. So what I have to receive, what I have to take also, you have to have power to discern for that. And now the homework which we will take is one step of courage brings manifold steps of help from Baba. See, we all have different needs. Some are very courageous and some have less. That kind of courage which we need when belonging to Baba is different than in Lokic world. But whether it is in a Lokic way or spiritual way, keep courage. And your courage is coming from trust, faith in Baba. Always say, that is used to say, it's going to be okay. Can you imagine these words are magic? I am okay and I will be okay, because soul is okay, right? And for body, if soul is okay, body will be okay. And today Baba said, in many Murlis Baba said, and which I saw with dadis, whenever they had something physical, pain or anything, oh, we are settling. So internally they're feeling light, that you have burden, you settling. So when you're settling, you are becoming lighter. And just imagine when you are lighter, your body will also, blockages will open, whatever. I remember looking at dadis, Dadi Gulzar, Dadi Janki, Dadi Prakash Bani, all of them had in the end some physical. So they had, and we are seeing it. So Nirvar Bhai one time, Dadi Prakash Bani was in hospital, and they were doing some procedure which is generally very painful. Dadi, if you're feeling pain, no. Even Dadi Gulzar, are you feeling pain? No. So that means they are settling, but not internally. That means even what is happening in the body, they're not feeling pain. And I can say that with experience too. Doctors ask me, where you have pain? I said, luckily, nowhere. Even there are some other disabilities, but not pain. That means when you are remembering Baba, you keep settling in the sense of it's happening. Baba said you have to settle. But while settling, you are not suffering. Like if you have good income and you have to pay off loan, you easily do that, right? But when you don't have income and you keep paying loan, you won't be left with anything, right? So remembrance of Baba helps us to settle. and you don't need to suffer because you're settling. And I know Dadis were so firm in this. I said, Dadi, settling, it will go. Dadi Gulzar used to say, what has come has to go. Dadi, are you in pain? It has come, it has to go. Now, all these slogans, all these positive thoughts internally definitely helps to settle in a bodily way, right? So our homework is keep courage, keep doing it with courage. And I was in Global Hospital one time and they took me in the kitchen because we had big Brahma Bhojan. So there was one Mataji, she was sitting on a stool and frying something. And they were telling her story that her legs were not working. But she decided to sit and do things, right? And she makes so many dishes. And of course, those who were eating were blessing her, and we went and to gift for her and everything. And she became such a good example and inspiration. So we cannot sit back. I'm settling. They say Ramesh Bhai, in the end, was well only from here because his body was kind of. And in the end, there was some economical situation, and he was our, accountant and lawyer. So, see, in the years, Ramesh Bhai, what should we do? His love for Yagya, he gave full advice. Until end, he keep giving advice. Because at least he was saying, I can speak, I can say. And there is one brother in London, very good example. So once he said body has 200, 300 parts. So if one or two doesn't work, you should still be happy. And that brother, I know sometimes he listens to me, is not able to see gradually. But he goes for morning walk and he does always whatever he was doing, approving budgets, means he's helping in London service. And he's so accurate. When I went to Shantivan, he kept calling me, are you okay? Do you need help? Can we do something? Because I help you to prepare your room, So never get disappointed or sit back and say, my body is not well. Your soul is okay, your mind is okay, your intellect is okay. But if you keep putting in, I'm not well, then it affects, right? So always say, I am happy, I am okay. Yes, agree, I am happy, I am okay, because I am getting all the blessings. I am seeing all the hands you all waving, right? So keep happy, keep well, right? Om Shanti, Om Shanti.
Welcome to Avikti Journey, Sakar Murli, the magical flute that awakens the children.
पढ़ाई भी बिल्कुल कायदे अनुसार, कोई एक दिन भी हमारा नागा नहीं रहते हैं और रहना भी नहीं चाहिए। वास्तव में बीमार भी हो, अगर खत पर भी पड़े हो तो भी मुख में शिव बाबा की याद है, बुद्धि में शिव बाबा की याद है, क्योंकि उसमें मुख नहीं चलते हैं ना। आत्मा जानती है काम बाबा के बच्चे हैं और बाबा हमको लेने आया है। लोगों कितनी सहज बातें हैं, भले बीमारी में भी पड़े हैं, कहाँ भी पड़े हैं, तो प्रैक्टिस चाहिए नहीं। हम खटिया पर पड़े हैं, बाप के याद में है और बाप आए हैं हमको शांति धाम लेकर के, फिर हम सुख धाम में आने वाले हैं। इसलिए बच्चों को जो बेचारी बुद्धियां हैं, जो कोई समझ नहीं कर सकती है, ढेर है, ढेर के ढेर है। अभी जो भी बच्चियां यहाँ बैठी हैं उनमें भी तो नंबरवार है। हाँ, इतना जरूर है कि शिव बाबा को याद करती है। वो जो अवर संग बुद्धि का योग टोर एक संग जोड़ने वालियां, ये तो बाबा समझते कि आप सभी होंगे। कोई को भी सवाए शिव बाबा के और किसकी भी याद नहीं होगी। तब तो यहाँ तो ऐसा ही है कि पिछाड़ी तक इतनी मेहनत करनी है, जो बस शिव बाबा ही शिव बाबा ही शिव बाबा ही अंदर में बुद्धि में। जैसे ये जाती है घूमने फिरने चक्कर भी लगाने, जैसे भी अंदर में जाप भी नहीं जप देगा, तो किसी बाबा बिल्कुल ही साइड कर देते हैं, मुख भी चलाने की दरकार नहीं रहते हैं। अति साइड जिसको कहा जाते हैं। ये पढ़ाई की पढ़ाई करके कि तुमको पिछाड़ी में अपसमान बनाते हैं। बाबा पढ़ता है, मुख से कुछ बोलता होगा, ये तो आकर के बच्चों को समझाते हैं कि ऐसी अवस्था में तुम बच्चों को जाना है, जिस अवस्था में वहां से आए थे सतोप्रधान, उसी सतोप्रधान अवस्था में फिर जाना है, फिर उसी सतोप्रधान अवस्था में आना है। ये तो जानते हो कि हमें आते ही हम सतोप्रधान अवस्था में सतयुग में, तो कितना सहज है समझने का भी है कि तुम खुद ही मैग्नीफाइंग ग्लास हो। जज करनी होती है कि मेरे में कोई भी दे अभिमान की रिंचक भी तो नहीं है ना। उनको भक्ति मार्ग में भी कहते हैं, हे बाबा, हे शिव परमात्मा, हे परमात्मा, आप जब भी आएंगे तो बच्चे समझते हैं कि बाप आते हैं कलप कलप, और बच्चे वही बात करते हैं इंजाम की। आप जब आएंगे, कितनी शायद बात है, आप जब आएंगे वो बुलाते हैं, आप बच्चे जब में कर दिया है और याद दिला रहे हैं। तुम कहते थे भक्ति मार्ग में कि आप जब आएंगे आ गए, तब हम अवर संग बुद्धि का योग तोड़ गिरसराव में रहते हुए, देखो मेहनत है बहुत, ऐसे मत समझना, गिरसराव में रहते हुए पवित्रता की तो जरूर है ही बात। पूरे समान फूल, सभी फूल देखो, कमल गुलाब को कहा जाते हैं, तो पवित्र रहते हुए बस आपको ही याद करेंगे। अंत में उनको कोई की भी याद नहीं सुना, कोई भी हमारे में फिर अवगुण भी नहीं हो।
मुझको सहारा देने वाले ये दिल कहे तेरा शुक्रिया हो। मुझको सहारा देने वाले ये दिल कहे तेरा शुक्रिया। जमाना जो दे ना सका तूने दिया, मुझको सहारा देने वाले ये दिल कहे तेरा शुक्रिया।
मीठे मीठे सिक्के लदे रूहानी बच्चों पर माता पिता बाप दादा का याद प्यार। गुड नाइट।
So now I would like to invite our two Pandavas. So we have today Brother Nirvan who will be sharing his experience. We have Brother Surjit. So welcome our Pandavas.
Om Shanti Mohini Didi, Om Shanti Bhumi Didi, Om Shanti Avakti Parivar. It was a wonderful topic today, the world of happiness. So when we are with Baba, there is no sorrow. So today we were practicing that. So today we have Divine Angel Brother Nirvan, and his speciality is he is very humble. So now let's get his experience regarding today's homework. Brother Nirvan.
Om Shanti Sarji Bhai. Om Shanti Mohini Didi. Om Shanti Sister Bhumi and Om Shanti Dear Vyakti Parivar. So I would first express my gratitude and happiness because I've been able to come out of this comfort zone and be here on this platform to share experience. So I'm happy and excited. Yes, and I would definitely like to share my experience of today. Yesterday's the homework for today is based on happiness, how to create a world of happiness. And actually, since quite a few days, there was something on my mind. I couldn't find an answer, and there was a situation I had to deal with, but I kept postponing. I said, okay, I'll call later. I will do that later. But when I saw the homework of yesterday, I said, it has to be done today. It was a tricky. It was not that difficult or very serious, but it was still tricky because I wanted to have like a positive outcome, but I wasn't sure. It was actually a phone call I had to make to somebody who had made some mistakes, and I was wondering how he would take it and whether he would correct his mistakes and what would be my reaction during the conversation. But after listening to the homework, so the intention was set, like whatever happens, I have to make the phone call, and my stage, the internal stage should be that of happiness. I shouldn't be affected by that person's weakness, or neither by my own weakness also. So I made the phone call, and during the conversation, I was literally smiling because the result of the conversation was just positive. So I expressed my first issue to that soul, and he said, "Yes, okay, we can do it." I expressed this second issue, like this has been a mistake that has been committed, and how do we rectify it? He said, "Oh, no problem. It's okay. It's fine. I'll do it." And there was a third issue. He said, "Oh, I may take a little while. I have to find out a way, but I will do it definitely." So I was very happy because that homework set the stage of happiness, and that definitely must have had an impact during the conversation because I wasn't anxious, irritated, nothing. The mind was very peaceful, and I was smiling while talking. And yes, definitely also before making the call, I invoked Baba, and Baba drama made it such like that the outcome was positive. So thank you for the homework, and happiness is truly a jewel, really gives strength to the soul. So this was a good experience for me, and I want to share something else because we had to create a world of happiness. So I was thinking, what do we do? How can I make this day special? So then there's a dharana point that I do normally, but not that often. But today I made it a must to do it like from morning to the evening. I kind of was successful at least 75 to 80%, and that was simple, just to have a smile while doing everything. And having a smile really sets the tone, and you can find yourself accepting situations and just moving through and just moving forward with a smile. So for me, like smile is like a little step to happiness. And what else would I like to say? And what would I like to say more is I want to. There were some few turning points when this point of happiness came. I kind of started to reflect. Uh, Definitely, there's I'm almost sure there's no place in the world where we are having such a knowledge, such a God called Baba, who is so loving, who is our Father, and who is giving us all the conditions, all the parameters to help us transform from good to bad, from bad to good. I mean, from human to deities. So Baba also has made Objective Parivar, created this Objective Parivar, and this is so helpful. I have learned a lot, and I'm still putting into practice. So this happiness is just, I hope it becomes part of my daily life. So this is my experience.
Wonderful, brother. Once you are happy, you can make others happy. Wonderful. Would you like to share any effort with the Vyakti Parivar to make your effort intense?
Sure, brother. Since a few months, I was reflecting on how to transform a habit. There are a few habits, like on this spiritual journey, we have to let go, but it wasn't that easy. And then in Sakar Murli, that quote would come often, like have mercy on yourself. And we just heard Baba saying that today at 7:30, even on Sunday Murli, have mercy on yourself. And when I started to apply that, so it kind of worked. Uh, I found the habits that I didn't want to have, like didn't persist. They decreased in force, and I was able to shift my awareness quicker than before, just by having mercy. So I would say, let me have mercy on myself. Let me wish the best for myself, and let me wish the best for the soul, myself, which is the soul, and let the soul live according to what Baba is saying, which is Srimad, and which will give like 100% contentment, joy, happiness, purity, everything included. So yes, having mercy on the self is something that I have been practicing since quite a while.
Wonderful, brother. And would you like to read it tomorrow's homework?
Sure, brother. Manmanabhav, the first step of courage. When the Father gave a signal, it was the Father's signal, and Brahma's action or step. This is called the first step of courage. He constantly made his mind successful with the method of Manmanabhav. This was how his mind, that is, every thought, was successful. That is, he became an embodiment of success. This is how he became constantly pure, cool, and a bestower of happiness with his body, mind, and intellect. Om Shanti.
the first step of courage. When the Father gave a signal, it was the Father's signal and Brahma's action or a step. This is called the first step of courage. He constantly made his mind successful with the method of Manmanabhav. This was his mind, that is, every thought was successful. That is, he became an embodiment of success. This is how he became constantly pure, cool, and a bestower of happiness with his body, mind, and intellect.
मनमनाभव, हिम्मत का पहला कदम। बाप का इशारा और ब्रह्मा का कर्म व कदम। इसको कहते हैं हिम्मत का पहला कदम। मन को सदा मनमनाभव की विधि से सिद्धि स्वरूप बनाया। इसलिए मन अर्थात हर संकल्प सिद्ध अर्थात सफलता स्वरूप बने। इसलिए सदा तन मन बुद्धि से निर्मल शीतल सुखदायी बन गए। ओम शांति।
Om Shanti. Om Shanti, everyone. Good night. Om Shanti.